Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. My name is Aisha Mahmood and I am the ETP STP coordinator at Association of Muslim Professionals, abbreviated as AMP. In order to start the introduction of AMP is an non-profit organization with an on-ground presence in more than 140 active chapters spread across states in 20 countries with almost 6,000 active members. Zamir sir, kindly, okay. AMP mainly works in three domains: education, employment, and empowerment. AMP has many achievements to its credit under its main flagship projects and keeps adding new ones as the need arises. School Development Program or SDP has sessions for all stakeholders in the education field. EAC or Employment Assistance Cell, launched in 2014, conducts job fairs and job drives, and it also conducts employability training program ETPs in colleges. STPs skill training program. Skill training programs have we have company ties up with various training giving companies. We do candidate mobilization and skill development courses. These all are also undertaken by EAC. So far, AMP has conducted more than 40 job fairs and around 240 job drives, bringing job seekers and corporates together and facilitating the placement of more than 15,000 needy candidates. It regularly runs career guidance seminars at more than 50 different locations in India, benefiting more than 10,000 students every month. AMP has supported more than 500 needy and deserving students by funding their higher education. It has helped more than 500 orphans with basic education. It has supported more than 200 poor and unemployed with its self employment schemes in the past 5 years. AMP is in partnership with around 50 government and non government organizations. It has acknowledged diligence and dedication by presenting over 100 Education Excellence Awards to deserving educationists. Next slide, please. New digital initiatives by AMP are IndiaZakat.com. It is India's first online zakat crowdfunding platform and was launched in April 2020 to liberate Indian Muslims from poverty and to set the individual on the path of self sustenance. The India Mentors or TIM is an online mentoring platform that is free and open to all. It envisions a fully educated and empowered student community where no one is left out of the wheels of progress and development due to lack of awareness and guidance. EmpowerJobs.com is an online portal started in October 2020 which endeavors to connect the right talent to the right opportunity. Next slide, please. Talking about the reach of AMP, it is also present in the Middle East with chapters in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, and UAE. And active volunteers are present in Singapore, Malaysia, South Africa, Oman, Bahrain, UK, US, and Canada. Recently, it has been registered in the US, UK, and Australia as well. Lastly, I would like to emphasize that more than anything else, it is the rope of Islam that the members of AMP hold on to while treading the strenuous path of empowerment of the Indian Muslim community in particular and the society as a whole in general. That has been responsible for the phenomenal growth that AMP has achieved in just over a decade. Now, without much delay, I would like to introduce our speaker for today, Dr. Mr. Muhammad Zamir Hussain. Mr. Muhammad Zamir Hussain is a certified trainer, NLP practitioner, career analyst, consultant, award assessor, and facilitator who focuses on helping people find fulfillment in what they do and follow a career path that would make their lives astonishingly productive. He is a versatile international resource with over 17 years of experience in training and development and overall HR. He has worked extensively on ISO standards and as an award assessor has assessed awards like Dubai Quality Award also. He is an MBA graduate with certification in training, career counseling and quality assessment. He has trained more than 15,000 students, 35,000 corporate employees, and more than 50 plus different nationalities both in India as well as Dubai. Lastly, he is a continuous learner and have pursued and pursuing many courses on a continual basis. Now, I would request Mr. Zamir Hussain to start the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Aisha. That was a wonderful experience you have shared about AMP with everyone. And without any further delay, I know people would be desperate to know about the future skills and future jobs. So let me take you on this wonderful journey. Good afternoon, one and all. I am Mohammad Zamir, and introduction is already being given by Aisha, so I'll not spend more time talking about myself. So let me quickly jump into the subject, and here is my first point, which I want to convey to you all. I know I'm talking to mechanical department students. I hope so. Okay, and uh, before we jump into it, I would like to ask you a quick question to all the participants here. You know, we have a chat box here. You can quickly key in there as to what your reply is. So in the chat box, just let me know you are a mechanical engineer or to be a mechanical engineer by choice or by chance. So just type by choice or by chance. By chance is you never thought you will become a mechanical engineer and you are becoming one now, and by choice is somewhere back in your PUC time, 11th and 12th time, you decided that I'll become a mechanical engineer only. So is it by choice or by chance? Zevil says by choice. Victor says by chance. Aditya says by choice. Okay. Abutala says by choice. Very good. Okay, so most of you are here by choice. Okay, wonderful. I really love that. Okay, don't, no problem even if you're by chance now. Let's make it your choice now. Okay, thank you everybody for that wonderful participation. Okay, I got some more than 10 or 12 responses which I could see here. Thank you everybody, and most of you have selected by choice. Okay, that's good. Okay, now that's very important that if you are selected by choice, you have a bigger responsibility to play. Okay, definitely you have to become a very good mechanical engineer. If you are by chance, not a problem. Okay, many things by chance happens good in our lives rather than by choice. Okay, so with that hope, let's jump into the subject further. Okay, here it says that most of us, we decide our careers based on somebody else's opinion, right? Some influencer in our society, in our community, in our family, we listen to them. Sometimes we'll ask somebody, our teacher, our uncle, somebody whom we consider as to be expert, right? But with all these things, the challenge is the challenge is we don't know the where the world is heading. Okay, most of the time we are asking those people who were trying to collect information about careers when they were searching for themselves around 20 years back. Okay, so are they the right person to guide us, right? So that's very difficult, right, thing to understand. So if we talk about 20 years back, when those uncles, our some of the other elders whom we are considering our mentor, no doubt they can guide you well, but at times they have a very limited information, because 20 years back the scenario was entirely different. 20 years back we had limited career options, we had huge demands and less supply in the market of the candidates. Okay, there were very few professions like doctor, engineer, lawyer and other government services. Okay, but nowadays we have more than 180 career options. We have huge supply of engineers and other professions into the market. Okay, at times you might have seen people doing engineering and working in a bank or selling some other products, right? So why we have wasted 4 years if you want to say work in a bank, or if you wanted to work somewhere else? Okay, So with this, why I'll share one of the secret formula here with you all as to how we can look for success. We have a triangle on which we have to work to get the success. Okay, we have a success triangle here, which I'm gonna share with you now. Okay, but before I move further, okay, let me quickly ask you a question. Which is the tallest tower in the world? Okay, again in the chat box, I'm looking for your options, your answers. Which is the tallest tower in the world, tallest building in the world? I start getting options. Zavil again says first Burj Khalifa. Faraz says Eiffel Tower. No sir, it's not building you. Okay, Salman says Burj Khalifa. Rayan says Burj Khalifa. Okay, anybody else? That's all, no other name. Somebody says Burj Khalifa in UAE. Okay, that's good, Talha. Everybody knows Eiffel Tower building, Burj Khalifa. Okay. Okay, Leaning Tower of Pisa. No, no, my dear friend Aditya. Okay, thank you everybody for this wonderful response. Okay, yes, no doubt Burj Khalifa as on today is the tallest tower. Okay, there are other four buildings under construction which would possibly go beyond or much more taller than Burj Khalifa is for today. But let me ask you a question. Is Burj Khalifa built without a plan? Is Burj Khalifa doesn't have any foundation? Right? So Burj Khalifa has a plan. Okay, Burj Khalifa has a deep foundation. Almost 2/3 of its height, the foundation has gone down in the earth. Okay, almost 2/3. So how tall? How tall is Burj Khalifa? It is 910 meters tall. Another 90 meters, it would have been 1 kilometer tall. Okay, it has got 161 floors. Right? Now, my dear friends, your career, your future is much more taller than Burj Khalifa. And for that, what planning you have in place? How deep have you rooted your roots into the ground that you can build that tallest tower, tallest future for yourself? Okay, so for that, I have a quick suggestion here that we actually have to acquire, or we must always possess, demonstrate, exhibit three things in our lives. Which are those? One is knowledge, second one is skills, third one is attitude. Okay, I'm repeating: knowledge, skills, and attitude, as you can see in the slide here. Okay, knowledge, we all are acquiring knowledge day by day in our college, right? We have our basics, theories, theorems, information, facts, figures, formulas. There's so many things what you're getting in your schools, college, and so far even today also you're getting it from your college, right? Now the next one is this enough? No, this is the one side of the progress, one side of the success. There are other two sides of success. Now we have to consciously work on that. Only knowledge will take you till the interview, but will it help you to crack the interviews? Maybe not. Maybe not. To crack the interviews, you require certain skill set. Which are those skill set? Number one, okay, communication skills, your own goal setting, your ability to your reasoning ability, your management, time management, okay, your interpersonal skills, further in communication skills, right? So there are many such soft skills which are there, which will make your personality more better. Okay, like for example, if you have two people from the same batch scoring almost the same, okay, every school is common, college is common, okay, so far from KG to UG you are in the same class. But if you both have been called for one interview, what exactly is the interviewer looking for? Okay, if the knowledge is same for both of you, college and other experiences are same for both of you, what exactly is looking for? Can you answer me? What exactly is looking for? If your knowledge is same, similar, if not same, okay, if your qualifications are same, then what is the interviewer will look in you? Please, I'm expecting your answers in the chat box again. Skills and attitude matters. That is what Sohail says. Matters the most. Absolutely right, Sohail. Anas says attitude. Okay, Abu Talha says confidence and attitude. Anybody else? Very good. But in general, I'm looking for one name, one title as to what does the person looks for, or what does the interviewer looks for. You are very near, Salman, personality. Okay, or in fact you are right, personality, right? So personality is actually combination of your knowledge, skills, and attitude. Okay, personality is a combination of your knowledge, skills, and attitude. That is what in general we call as competencies. Okay, so the third one now, third side of the triangle, okay, that is self-motivation, confidence, integrity, honesty, optimism, enthusiasm, your commitment. These are the attitudes, different attitudes, what the interviewer and the company is looking for. Okay, this is what they are looking for. And we go only with knowledge, it is not enough. The industry is stretching, industry is challenging even for the rank holder of your university. Even for the rank holder of your university, if he or she is unable to express herself, communication skills, if he or she doesn't have that attitude of taking the people along and talking about the progress of the company, doesn't have a self confidence, then you are not the right fit for the job, even though you are a topper of the campus, even though you are the topper of the university, right? So this holistic development is required. So please, whether you take away any other thing later on during this presentation or not, but if you take away this, if you take away this particular bit of information from my side, that your development should be a holistic development. Only knowledge is not enough. We should have knowledge, skills, and attitude, and all-round development. If you have this takeaway for this session, I think my job is done. Okay, so let's move forward. Let us not stop here. Now that you know we are looking for a holistic development, okay, how to move forward. Okay, because we are like, you know, in the engineering side, you would understand it much more better, because I struggle at times to discuss this with other college graduates. Okay, let's talk about industry 1.0. Industry 1.0, this started somewhere in 1780s. Okay, and it lasted almost for 100 years. It was there up till 1870s. Okay, industry 1.0 was having mechanization, steam power, okay, weaving looms and all. So from the manual work, the industry started, like, you know, having certain processes in place or certain machineries in place. Okay, that is what it started with industry 1.0. When we talk about industry 2.0, this started somewhere in 1870s. Okay, in fact, this also lasted for almost a century. Okay, 1970s we can talk about. But what was there in industry 2.0? It was mass production, assembly line, electrical energy was used, like, you know, for many processes. Okay, so this made industry 2.0. Now the process were more efficient and more effective in the industry. Now came the industry 3.0 in 1970s. The automation, the computers came into place, electronic gadgets were started, like, you know, being utilized by the companies. Okay, so with this industry 3.0, like other two industrial eras, the industry 3.0 did not lasted for a century. It started in 1970s. It's kind of about to die in 2000, and max by 2010 it was not at all existing. From 2010 we have almost our, like, you know, industry 4.0, what we can call. Okay, and we have cyber physical systems, internet of things, network, artificial intelligence, we have augmented reality, we have virtual reality, we have 3D printing. Okay, so many things coming into place. So India is a part of 4.0, like, you know, industry 4.0, with more than 40,000 tech startups we have now, which are using all these technologies. Okay, definitely we have our university syllabus and many things upgraded, matching with what the industry wants. But come to you individually, do you really have all these skills with the industry 4.0 is looking for? Are you equipped with all the information, the skills, the knowledge, the attitude which is required for industry 4.0? If you have that, the industry will give you a red carpet welcome. If you don't have this, you will struggle. You will start blaming your college, your lecturers, your parents, at times yourself, telling that I have selected the wrong field. No, my dear friend, no field is wrong or right. It's all about demand and supply. It's all about how you carve your niche for yourself. It's how you find, like, you know, potential for yourself. It is how you make yourself unique among so many 6 lakh people graduating every year, 3 lakh graduating, like engineers graduate every year. Where do you stand? How do you stand apart from the crowd? And for that you require knowledge, skills, and attitude. The right knowledge, the right skills, and the right attitude, which will take you top in the industry. Okay, so let's move forward. Industry, one quick message, another message I want you to all make a note of is the industry is changing rapidly. With this, if you're thinking that, my dear friends, as a student, if you're thinking that this particular day in my life, my education will stop and my earnings will start, okay, it may happen for a day or two, for a year or so, but please remember, learning is now a continuous process. We have to up-to-date ourselves every now and then. Okay, the industry landscape is changing. As we are talking now, the industry landscape is changing. So please bear in mind that our learning will never stop. The more, like, you know, the more and quick learner you are, the more adaptable, the more agile you are in the industry, and you have a better place in the industry. If you don't learn, if you don't grow later on at your job also, within no time you will become obsolete. Okay, so please bear that in mind. Your knowledge, your education is learning is not going to stop with this be at Integral University in Lucknow. Okay, let's move forward. What are the new technologies which are coming? Couple of pillars which are changing the industry landscape. We have cyber securities, because so much of data is there on the cloud now. We require security there. Okay, we have cloud computing. Nobody is going to believe now to keep the data on the local computers. Okay, we have mobile technologies. Every day mobile is changing, the way we are working. Okay, recently I met a carpenter who came to my place, and he was not holding any tape, because usually carpenter, when he comes, I'm expecting he'll carry some tape to take a measurement. He's not having any tape. I was wondering what he will do, and I was about to tell him, what is this, sir? You have come without a tape. And he immediately, what he did? He took up his mobile from out of his pocket, and he opened an app, and with that app he's taking a measurement with the app, pointing to one point to another point, and that mobile app is telling him what is the length or how many inches or how many centimeters it is. So that's the way the mobile is going to change us. It's changing our landscape. Okay, machine to machine learning. Now, how we programming the machine is okay. How about machine learning from machine? Okay, so that's also happening nowadays. We have 3D printing. 3D printing will change so many different industries, so many sectors it will change. Okay, if you can't find one particular organ or one particular part of some machine, 3D printing can print it. Okay, in Dubai we have a building which is constructed by 3D printing. Okay, it's a 3D printed house, or a section, what we can call. Okay, we have advanced robotics, we have big data, we have got so much of data everywhere. So we require big data analysts, or the data scientists, or the data, this is again a booming sector. We have Internet of Things. In fact, Internet of Things, you might have heard, a car, we have an internet connected. Now we can, car, before you enter into the car, you can switch on the car engine, you can switch on the AC, right? You got to heard of something ad that says that it's not a ceiling fan, it's a feeling fan. So what we're talking about, the fan has internet connection now, and it can sense this, it has a quad sensors, it can sense the temperature of the room, and it can change its speed. So that is why it is called as feeling fan. But this is all these things comes under Internet of Things. In fact, it is expanding so much. The technologies are thinking for changing the name of Internet of Things to Internet of Everything. Okay, because now in everything what we use, there will be internet connection. Okay, RFID technologies and the cognitive computing. Even before you tell the brain, even before you tell your mobile, within no future time, it could happen that you take up a mobile to search something, and the Google will tell you, this is what are you searching. This day is not for, I'm telling you, Google is working so smart, so fast, okay, that it will tell you in some time that the moment you take a mobile and go to Google and try to type the search, at that time it will only prompt you, are you looking for this? Okay, so that is what cognitive computing, how your brain is working, what you're doing, what you're looking for, what you're searching, what you're talking, everything your mobile is listening, and the algorithms will tell the mobile next what to do. Okay, so these are the technologies, couple of technologies which possibly are the pillars of our future technologies. And are we equipped with this? Okay, that is what the next question. Now, if you see all these technologies, one thing we all must understand is there are certain skills which are required. Okay, for that the World Economic Forum and many other forums have made a study, and they are telling that these are the 21st century skills which all our students must know before they enter the job space. Or in fact, even if they're at the job space, you must have all these skills to survive. I'm good at my subject, I'm a subject matter expert, will it be enough? No. If you're a subject matter expert, as you can see here, okay, you would be where you know your technology, okay, literacy skills, technology, okay, you learned, but you need to know how to handle media, you need to know how to get the information. Information is available same for everyone now. How do we gather the information, and what do we do with this information is the major challenge. Okay, our learning skills, we need to learn critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication. This is what will help us to be successful at a job. Okay, life skills, flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, as well as social skills. How do you socialize with your peers, with your colleagues, with your superordinates, with your subordinates, with your clients? Okay, these skills have become more important. Okay, because just one point, think of this, why these skills are required. you might have heard that couple of jobs will be taken away by automation during the years 2000 to 2005. Now we are telling that by 2030, 40% of the jobs will be taken away by artificial intelligence. Okay. Now artificial intelligence can replace anything which, we have many things it can replace. But here, if you talk about your social skills, your leadership skills, your creativity, your critical thinking, your collaborating with others, the way you communicate, all these things a robot cannot do. A robot cannot do. So if you do those things which a robot can do, definitely robot will kill your job. Okay. But if you want to, survive, get robotics or the automation on your side, become a friend of that skills. For that, you need to have those skills which a robot can do. Also, you should acquire with the skills which the robots cannot do, which the automation cannot do, which the artificial intelligence cannot do. And that is why you need to have this learning skills, 4Cs. You need to have the literacy skills, that is IMT, and you need to have the flips, that is the life skills. Okay. If you have this, then possibly you can, have a better space in the industry. Now, quick question to ask ourselves during the 4th year of our BE, okay, or BTech. Do we have, how many of these 14 skills do we have? Can I write these skills in my CV? Can I write these skills in my CV? And mind you, if you write these skills, okay, I have a good communication, I have collaboration, I can do collaboration, I have creativity. Definitely there will be a question in the interview. How can you tell that, you have collaboration? Demonstrate me or tell me a case where you, showed your communications at the highest level. Okay. And then later on they can, okay, where have you demonstrated leadership? Okay. So these questions, be ready for that. If you're able to answer this, then only we can, find a better place. Otherwise we are same like many of our classmates or other people graduating from other universities. Okay. Now let's move further. Here is a list from World Economic Forum. It says that these are the top 25 skills that would be required in 2025. Okay. Almost the same, right? What we have seen, problem solving and other things, here they have been clubbed into different. Okay. Why I'm showing this slide when I've shown you the previous slide? I'm showing it to emphasize the point that, okay, I'm showing it to emphasize the point that with different forums, with different research, the results are coming one and the same. It has been emphasized again and again. This is what the industry is looking for. Okay. So it's not just me who is telling it. Okay. It is what the industry wants. Okay. And not for a year or two or a decade or so. It is for the century. Okay. It is for the century. So my dear friends, it's time for us to pull up our socks and see what all we have and what all we don't have. Okay. Please, acquire all this knowledge, skills, and attitude, and then only try to enter the industry. Otherwise, again and again, we will see failures and rejection, and we will think that we'll get kind of inferiority complex that, oh, I'm not good, I have not studied well. Okay, it's not that you studied well, but you're not prepared well. Okay, so if you want to do a proper preparation, okay, if not all out of this 10, at least 6 or 5 or at least 4 skills we must have. Okay, at least 4 skills we must have. Okay. So do you all agree? If you all agree, please type in the chat box, we agree. If you don't agree, please type you don't agree. Let me discuss with you. Why don't you agree? Okay. If you all agree, please type yes, agree. Zavil is always first to answer. Agree. Okay. Aditya agree. Abu Talha agree. Okay. Very good. Very good. Obviously agree. Sohail says. Sohail has one prefix or some some adjective always there. That's good, Sohail. Okay, I am so much agreed. Okay, thanks, Salman, for that. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Now that you agree that this is what is to be done, now it's my responsibility to help you how this can be done. Okay, so let's move forward in the subject. So again, couple of skills which are gonna growing, and couple of skills which are dying or declining. Okay, analytical thinking, active learning, creativity, technology, design and programming, complex problem solving, leadership skills. These are on the higher side. Okay, and the declining ones are the manual, okay, memory related work, management of financial transactions, right? So many different small things. Now all these are declining. So if you acquire those skills which are declining, if you acquire those skills and you're looking for a job, okay, definitely you'll not get the job in the industry because industry is progressing. Don't be happy and complacent with whatever you think is what the industry thinks. No, industry thinks different. Okay, so here are a couple of things what the industry is thinking. Okay, now let's move forward. Couple of emerging jobs. big data architect. If you are having a mobile and you wanted to access the Play Store and you create a Gmail ID in your mobile. Okay, this is what we always do with the Android mobile, Samsung or any other. Now, the moment you create a Gmail ID or a Gmail account on your mobile, you are allowing Google to access most of your information, what you're doing, where you are going, okay, how much time, your active time, how much time, your sleeping time, okay, all these things it is recording. So many things. Totally, in total, Google records around 500 points data for every individual user. Okay, every individual user. Okay, I don't have time much to elaborate, but let me tell you quickly. If Google Maps can show you a traffic on the road, okay, it's not based on any cameras which are coming up from the satellite. No, it is from your data. All the Android mobile users are giving the data to Google Maps, and Google Map will tell you his road is free, road has got more people, road has got many people on the road. Okay, the green, the blue line, the orange line, or the red line. It is all based on this data. It is all based on this data that Google is showing that, okay, the how busy the road is. Getting it? So big, for all these things that we have the big data analysts who are analyzing all this data and giving meaningful information to the companies, to the ad agencies, and then you see the different ads in popping up in here while you are browsing the internet using any of the apps. It's all based on these big data architects. They are the persons behind, they are the people behind this. Okay, we have automation technicians. If you're telling automation is killing 40% of the job, so you mechanical engineers along, okay, all of you are doing that particular job. We are those automating people who are taking away job for other so many people, but you're on the technology side. Okay, renewable energy engineers, automating engineers, okay, organization development specialist, again on the people side, soft skill side. Okay, new technology specialist, again on the technology side, IT administrator technology side, digital transformation specialist technology side, okay, IT project in managers, okay, and data analysts. All, so many jobs are technology related. That is why what we are getting nowadays heard of again and again, STEM learning in the schools. That is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay, start from school age, it must be imbibed in the children. That is what the the forums are telling, and that is why the school syllabus are getting changed every now and then. What are the jobs which are getting declined? Team assemblers, secretaries, inspectors, drilling, electrical, okay, milling. All these jobs are declining day by day. Okay, so don't get onto these sides. Okay, now let's move forward. 13 jobs that are for future as per 2021 Robert Half salary guides. Okay, it says that mobile application developer. I know you're on the mechanical side, sir. How this will be helpful? If you want, you can make career there also, but not a recommended one. Okay, but still, mobile application developer, data architects, DevOps engineers, okay, compliance manager, the UI UX designers. Okay, UI UX designer are the people who are designing your mobile apps. We keep our mobile status, WhatsApp status for 24 hours, right? 24 hours we keep the mobile status. Out of those 24 hours, any other person will have once look and never he will come back to your status. But we ourselves, at least in 24 hours, at least 24 times we'll go and see how many people have seen my status. Okay, that is what the UI designer has done. He has designed the interface in such a way that we want to come back again and again. Okay, we are stopped on a traffic signal for hardly 10, 15 or maximum 60 seconds. But within that 15, 20 seconds also, we want to take out our mobile and see what's there on the screen. What's there, any message has come, right? So much addiction these UI UX designer are giving us. They are making us to come back to the apps and mobile again and again. Okay, marketing people are using our data given by the data architects, and they are showing us the different ads. Even before we think of that particular product, that product will come to our as an ad in our screens and apps. So all these people, all these jobs are future jobs, what you can see here. Okay, one small job you would be wondering why it is still there. The 13th one, customer service representative. Yes, this will remain. This is one of the job which, even though if you have a robot, the human wants and human interaction. Okay, the customer service job will not die. Okay, member services, enrollment managers. So sometimes people need to talk about much of benefit. Only information will not be enough. Okay, so at times this. A quick comparison to just food for thought for all of you. If you have seen any advertisement in America, okay, the American ads are more of a information based. They will try to give you information about the product. Okay, but whereas when it comes to India, You might have seen an advertisement of engine oil of a truck. Okay, I'm repeating. You might have seen an advertisement of engine oil of a truck. Even in that ad also, you might have seen a lady holding the oil box. Why that lady? Why that lady? Okay, because Indians are very emotional for that matter. Okay, we always want a brand ambassador to promote the products. Okay, Amitabh Bachchan alone promotes around 21 products. Shah Rukh Khan has got 14 products. Okay, even Alia Bhatt has got 2 products. Okay, so everybody for that matter wants to, like, we want to listen some celebrity using it, and then only we feel like buying it. Okay, so all these things are being utilized by these job people. Okay, so business analysts will work on such data and throw away and give you, like, what jobs you will be looking, what particular advertisement you'll be looking for. Okay, so continuing further, attraction leads to expansion. It is impulsive buying, my dear friend. Okay, now continuing further, new age mechanical engineering, what's happening on the engineering side. Okay, nowadays, some days back, some years back, in fact, okay, first time we heard of something called as, like, smart office. Okay, I was wondering, I'm talking about somewhere around 2014 2012, between that time. Smart office. So what do we mean by smart office? Was now the office is using more of a technological gadgets. Okay, the office has changed. Earlier it was a typewriter, now it is computer. Okay, the printer earlier was in the typewriter itself, but nowadays we have separate printer, we have internet connection, we have routers, we have switchboard. Okay, we have so many new devices which have come, like I told you. Okay, that carpenter using a mobile app to do the measurement. Okay, so many things which are coming, so many things which are coming in, like, in our everyday life, and it is changing. So from smart office, it has moved to smart home. We have, like, Alexa and other people, to other things, other gadgets to guide us, to help us, support us. Okay, we have, like, so many technology based devices, all based on internet things now. And now the same thing with the industry also. The industry is also so advanced, the machineries, the automation, and our artificial intelligence are doing so many things. There is no human intervention at all. There is no human intervention at all. A couple of years back, when Mark Zuckerberg was heading, no, I think our Satya Nadella was, like, even before taking care of Alphabet, he was taking care of Google. Okay, so at that time, he was called by the US court for asking that when somebody go to Google and type, like, idiot, Donald Trump's image was one of the image which was displayed. Okay, so the US court called him and asked him, why is this, why this, like, US president's photo is coming there. He said it is not about US presidents or anything. Okay, it is it is the algorithms which are written behind, and that is what they are throwing the results. Then they said, what you people are doing sitting in the Google office, you should check what you are displaying and it should show. He said there are billions, there are trillions of search happening every day on Google. Like, human intervention cannot sit and filter everything what people are searching. It's an algorithm which is doing that. Okay, it's an algorithm which is doing that. So the technology has advanced so much, even the owner of the company cannot control what's happening there. Mark Zuckerberg cannot control what's happening on Facebook, right? So technology has overtaken our life to in all the walks of our life, and the industry is no exception. And industries have gone to so much of extent that an industry which was having 1,000 employees somewhere down in 2000, okay, being reduced to 500 employees in 2010, and trust me, in 2020 it has been reduced to just 40 employees. Just 40 employees. That means in a span of 20 years, 960, like, employees have lost their job. And all the things have been doing by these computers, by artificial intelligence, by robots and all. And congratulations, you're on the better side. Okay, you are mechanical engineers and you're gonna program these machines. So this is where we are heading. But in that case, what do we need to talk about? Sometime back I told you we require those knowledge, we require, so apart from the knowledge, we require skills and attitude also. And we have also spoken about the 21st century skills. Okay, now one thing very important is, if you see this T, I'll explain this T to you in a while, but let me help you to understand one thing very important in the layman's language. 2 decades back, we require a person in the industry, requires a person who is master of one, who is a master of one. Okay, After some time, after another 10 years, the landscape changed. We require master of one, but a jack of all. You must know some information about various other disciplines, various other systems also. Okay. Now the growing era is something like, the coming days are something like, you must be master of, you must be jack of all. You must be master of some of the things, not one. Master of one is not enough. Where the world is heading, let me quickly tell you, is the world is heading towards something called as amalgamation. Okay, merging of two things. Example, fintech. If you haven't heard of this, it is nothing but finance and technology. Or you have heard of bitcoins. Bitcoins is a type of cryptocurrency which uses blockchain, and blockchain is a part of, like, this technology. Okay, so like this, there are everywhere the finance. Now the finance has been affected by technology, so the finance and technology put together. Similar way, edtech, education and technology. Okay, very soon our doctors, surgeons and all will be interacting more with machines and less with human beings. You know why? Because nowadays we have a robot which can conduct a bypass surgery on a patient. A robot conducting a bypass surgery. The doctor is just to be there, observe there, and give the inputs in the beginning and see the results at the end. That's all. Rest all things that robot is doing. Okay. So for that, now what we need is, you need a strong foundation of two things. One is your discipline of your, like, the knowledge of, deep knowledge of your discipline, your mechanical engineering, and deep knowledge of the systems of the mechanical engineering. Okay, this is the base. Okay, but what you require more? You require more on the disciplines, understanding, communication. Okay, you require the boundary crossing and going into the other sides. Why we need to boundary crossing and going on the other side? Because these are the things which the industry wants. Couple of years back, I remember, around in 2003, 2005, a recruitment company, okay, if somebody used to talk about Java, they used to hire. If you write one word Java in your CV, that is enough for them to hire you. Okay, what projects you have done, what you have done, where you have got those skills was not important, because at that time, much demand was there in the industry for Java programmers, and there was less supply. Okay, any certification course was also enough at that time. Okay, but nowadays, like, we are growing forward, and all these skills will not be enough. At that time, if the Java engineers were taken, but soon later, and within next 3 to 5 years, if the Java engineer is unable to communicate with the client, understand the requirement and explain them, train them, and so how to use the particular website or tool, okay, they were thrown away from the company, because they cannot communicate. They are the best programmer, good programmer, better programmer, but if they cannot communicate with the client, okay, they were, like, losing their jobs. They were retaining only those people who can communicate well with the client. At the same time, they must be good programming skills also. So we must acquire all these skills. Like, one simple example for you people, many people, after completing mechanical engineering, on the day one of your job, you will be given information that you are part of this project. Okay, but before that, do you know what is project management? How does the project management works? Do you have any certification on project management? Right? So these are the skills we must have additionally acquire. Whether your university, your curriculum is giving you or not, we must have these skills. Okay, so have a strong team, then only you can have a strong future. Okay, some examples here which I have given. Okay, so you can see here the project management, Six Sigma, design thinking. These are the, like, superficial skills what you require. You need not be expert of that. Okay, your manufacturing technology, automotives, aerospace, these are your, like, streams. But for that, all your systems and, like, deep thinkings are required. You understand, you have the discipline, you have the systems, complete information. Okay, so this is how we can succeed in future. Otherwise, we are cheating ourselves. Otherwise, we are wasting time and efforts. We are wasting money of our parents, right? And we keep on blaming every other person. Okay, but if we make a conscious, continuous, dedicated efforts, then the future belongs to us. Okay, so moving forward, some points to ponder. Importance of not staying in your lane. Follow a cross-disciplinary approach. As I told you, you have to be jack of all. Have a side gig. Side gig means only your job is not enough. This pandemic has taught us a big lesson. Only your one job is not enough. You must have a parallel source of income. You must have a secondary passive source of income. Even though if you're sleeping at that time, your income should be on. Okay, there are many such options. And my dear friends, another input I want to give you right away is, in the coming years, the jobs are going to reduce. The jobs in the companies will reduce. Company will hire the people as and when required. That is what we call as consultants. Okay. The more usage of consultants in one particular economy is called as gig economy. Gig economy means we have less employees, full-time salaries, okay, and we have consultants, pay as you go, pay as you use. Okay, that's gonna be future. So for that, you need to be a problem solver. If the company has got some problem you can solve, they will hire you. You solve the problem, take the money. Okay, you be happy at their side, they be happy at their side. Okay, design experiences, not products. We need to design experiences. Even though you are manufacturing a normal sleeper, okay, पैर में पहनते ना चप्पल, even though if you're manufacturing that, you have to tell this is a science backed chappal. Okay, it has got this thing, it is very easy to walk, cozy to walk, it will not damage your skin, everything. Even if you're talking about Bisleri water, this is coming directly from the Himalayas, this is that. So we have to give that experience. Only product people are not buying nowadays. Ask yourself how many times you're buying product and how many times you're buying for features, for benefits, for the brand, right? We are going for that. So that is what we as mechanical engineers, if we are part of a process, it is not enough. You have to be part of the process and you have to be part of the experience as well, what the customer is going to experience. Okay, young graduates are not only required to excel in their field academically, but have an overall practical understanding along with the combined expertise in the other subjects. So in other words, what I'm trying to tell you here is, from the day one in the industry, you must be a productive employee to the company. Companies don't have time now to take you on board and give you 6 months honeymoon period of training, induction, orientation and all. Gone are those days. Gone are those days. They are looking for who is the most ready-made, who can immediately start performing. If you are that, you stand high chances to be recruited. Okay, that's what the message I want to give here. So a couple of things happening in the industry. Kindly be aware of in these aspects what is happening. Okay, this is what slide I have specially put for you people. Okay, the CAD CAM, where is what is happening, new trends there. Okay, design of heat exchangers, smart manufacturing. Okay, industry 4.0 or the IoT, how it is influencing your industry. Okay, the artificial intelligence and machine learning, how it is like in advanced industry. Okay, so as we talked sometime back, gig economy. So don't look out for job. If you're looking for jobs, sir, any job is okay for me, sir, any salary is okay for me, they will not give you any job. If you are determined that I want to make career in mechanical engineering, I want to become this, okay, looking at your determination, looking at your goals for future, you may get hired. And for that, don't look for job, look for career after completing your courses. So look for a career. Even though you work for job in the company, you will get the same, you will do the same job. Even if you're working as a consultant, you are still doing the same job. Job is something in one company, I do one job, in another company, I'm doing another job. I'm not talking about that. Now we have to look for career. Okay, it's a future of career. It's a gig economy is the future of the industries. Okay, why focus on career? Because pandemic has taught us the landscape has totally changed. Now you can live anywhere, you can work anywhere. Okay, the work from home is new term for so many people nowadays. For me, this is not a new term. As a trainer, as a recruiter, as a HR, I have used this term around 8 years back for the first time, I believe. Okay, travel as often as possible and from as long as they like. You can travel, go wherever you want and work for some time. Do be that consultant, earn so much in a month that salaried people will not earn in 12 months. As a consultant, sometimes you can earn in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Other 6 months you travel. Go to Hajj pilgrimage. Okay, go see how is Switzerland, how is Germany, how is Japan, how is China. Okay, change what they are working on to keep up their so all as keep on learning. That is what the another message. Okay, and we can have peers, we can have colleagues from anywhere in the world now, whether I am sitting in Lucknow, whether I'm sitting in Indore, whether I'm sitting in Ahmedabad, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can work in any hours. Most of the countries are opting for this now. Recently Dubai has changed their working style. Earlier 40 to 48 hours was mandatory. Now they said 4.5 days working in a week. 4.5 days working in a week is enough for them. Okay, one country has opted for 4 days a week working style, 3 days rest. Other IT companies already telling that 48 hours you work in a week. How you work, it is up to you. Only 48 hours work we want. You work at test 18 hours, next day 16 hours, next day 14 hours. Okay, 48 completed. Next 4 days go enjoy. Okay, that it doesn't matter. So this is what the industry is moving forward for. But one thing I would like to tell you all, that we are getting into the world in which you will be getting onto the jobs. These jobs were not created when you were there in the first standard or LKG or second standard. So the students which are getting into the first standard, second standard now, trust me, by the time they come to enter the industry, 33% of the jobs would die already, what were existing when they are in the first standard now. The new 33% jobs will come. Okay, so industry landscape is changing. So in here, I would like to give an important quote to you all. Please make a note of this one. In the coming days, in the coming years, it is not the big which eats the small. It is not the big which eats the small. It is the fast who eats the slow. If you are slow in terms of acquiring new knowledge, new skills, somebody who is fast will kill you, will take away your job. Don't think that I am experienced, I am big, I am this, I am that. No, it doesn't matter anymore in the industry. Big or small, it doesn't matter. It matters who is fast. Who is fast? Elon Musk is thinking of taking the people to the Mars. Okay, and we can't even at times go out to some other city and work. We want to work in the same place where we have studied. Are you a tree which can't move? If you can move, move out. That is what is required. Yeah, that is what we are talking about. Elon Musk has got clients across the globe. Okay, and now don't ask me who is Elon Musk. Okay, I'm moving towards the next section and the closing section, the new age jobs. Okay, quickly let me talk about the general ones, then I will move on to the mechanical ones. Okay, data scientists are earning somewhere between 4 lakhs to 8 lakhs per annum. Okay, that amounts to 40,000 to around 80,000 per month. Okay, or sometimes more than that. There are a couple which are earning more. Okay, a couple of them which are earning more also. I'm talking about average. Okay, so the average salary for data scientists is almost 5 lakhs, 5.25 lakhs per annum. Okay, if we talk about artificial intelligence professionals, it is around just above 5 lakhs. Okay, we have talked about cyber security professionals, it is just below 5 lakhs. Okay, digital marketers, they are earning 3 lakhs. Okay, per annum. There are some who are earning per month also. I'm not talking about those some again. Okay, financial analyst, again almost more than 4 lakhs. Okay, financial planners, again around 4 lakhs. Okay, per annum. Financial risk manager, more than 6 lakhs per annum. Okay, we have some people getting 24 also, I know. 48 also, I know. Okay, but we are talking about average. Okay, dietitians. So after pandemic, their job has increased. They're getting paid more. Okay, this is the first time they have become consultants also. You have consultant dietitians now, nutritionists now. Okay, rich people are hiring them just to give them the menu, what they should eat throughout the day. Okay, and if you get a client like Amitabh Bachchan, he will pay you 10 lakhs. Okay, per annum or sometime more than that. Okay, UI UX designer, again around 5 lakhs. These are the people who are designing the games. These are the people who are designing the apps. Okay, and nowadays even schools are teaching app development for the children in the school. Okay, tough competition, guys. Don't expect that if you enter the industry, you'll not have competition from your juniors. Your juniors will pose you more competition than your seniors. Okay, content writers. Okay, video game designers, interior designers. These are the many jobs which are coming in the general aspects. Okay, now let's talk about mechanical engineers, aerospace engineers. The national average salary as per Indeed.com website, it says that it is 14 lakh per year. 14 lakhs per year. Okay, national average again. Okay, mechanical engineering manager. Okay, they are earning 11 lakhs per year. Okay, maintenance manager, they are again 11. Research and development managers, around 9 lakhs per year. Okay, they are getting handsome packages. Nuclear engineers, 90,000 per month. Okay, again almost 12 lakhs. Okay, powertrain engineers, okay, 9 lakh per year. Senior design engineers, 7 lakhs. Okay, tool engineers, again 7 lakhs. And automation engineer and instrumentation engineer, about 6 lakhs. So this is what we are talking about. Okay, and if you try to settle with low here, my dear friends, low aim is a crime. Low aim is a crime when you're entering the industry. first of all, get those knowledge, skills, and attitudes, and demand what salary you want. If you don't have that, then you will come on to a compromising and negotiation stage in your interview. Okay, if you know what you bring on the table, you know what salary you should get. Okay, if you want that salary, then you will deliver if you have those knowledge, skills, and attitude. So the game is all about those knowledge, skills, and attitude. Okay, high time for now, these couple of months, whatever you are going to study, whatever you are going to gain the knowledge. Okay, if you can bring this knowledge to reality, you can apply this knowledge in the workplace. Okay, you are going to have a bright future in the industry. Otherwise, within no time, our jobs would die and we'll keep on crying for so many other things. So in terms of all these careers, which is the best career? On the lighter note, okay, whatever you be, whatever career you are for, always be a good human being. Okay, as the old man says, there's a less competition here. If you're a good human being, trust me, your knowledge plus a good human being will take you far, okay, higher altitude in your careers. So before we close the session, I'm open for quick question and answer on the subject. I'm not an expert on mechanical engineering, but in terms of knowledge, skills, and attitude, I can help you definitely. Some interview tips, I can definitely help you. Okay, some other points if you have. So please go ahead. You have a chat box, you have a question and answer section. You can ask the questions here. No question is a stupid or silly question. Please feel free to ask question. Even if you know the answer, ask it for the benefit of others. Okay, so please, let's make it a more lively, more interactive. I'm open for questions now. And Aisha, please help me to get the questions.
Of course, sir. Dear students, please type your questions into the question box and stick to the topic itself. And ask questions to sir, and inshallah he'll try to answer. What about EV electric vehicles future? Please type, but don't type in the chat box. Type in the question and answer panel.
There's another option by name Q&A. You can type the question there. Okay. Now, as Yusuf has asked a very good question, is about talking about the future of the electric vehicles. See, definitely a future of electric vehicles, I won't say it will replace all the other non-renewable resources based vehicles. It will become one of them. It will become one of them. Okay, it is not possible that I don't see the technology advancing so fast and it can replace the use of petrol or diesel based vehicles. Okay, the future for now, wherever the articles and whatever information I am trying to gather, it says that it will be one of the option. Okay, it can take max to max a 33% of the industry, but not much more than that. Okay, because it has got its own plus and minus, pros and cons. So because of that, the electric vehicles will have a space, but not completely replace the other vehicles. Okay, this is what in one line I can tell you about. I hope this is enough. If you have any other particular thing, you can ask again.
Try to ask something which is related to your career building, or okay, we have a question. Which course or skill learn first as a mechanical engineer, like machine learning, AI, UX, UI?
Artificial intelligence is what I can recommend you to go for, but user exchange, user experience, and user interface, this is again on the mobile side, technology side. Okay, so that side would be a bit difficult for you to offer unless and until you have those competencies. But as I was telling you during the session, that if you talk about mechanical engineering, the more on the machine side, okay, and the IT side, where the machines are getting integrated with chips and other technologies and other things. Okay, so this would possibly be a good segment for us. Okay, so here we can try and make our future. So here we have to talk about IoT, other things. Okay, Internet of Things. Okay, machine learning. Okay, artificial intelligence. These are many institutes are providing these courses. Okay, even though you're completing your engineering in mechanical engineering, don't go for another engineering. But what you can look for any certification courses and try to see how these both are getting integrated. Just 2-3 days back, I was reading an article which says that the technology being included in the shoes, sport shoes. Okay, the sport shoes has got so many things in the shoes that it can, it is helping the person who is wearing the shoes. I haven't read the full article. Okay, but there is a mechanical engineering which is required, that the shoes, what part the shoes should have, those mechanical and internet, those electronic things which should be made a part of that shoes. And then that shoes is helping the person to talk about his physics and physics and other particular things. So like this, it's an era of coming days or an era of amalgamation. So you can look out for any course. Okay, there are many people who are giving this course. You can look out for courses from NASCOM. You can look out for courses from Simply Learn or any other online nano degrees, or what we are calling nowadays, from Udemy, Unacademy, okay, Khan Academy, or many such other places, other companies, which are giving the certifications. Okay, you can take it from any. Okay, I hope I have answered that. Let me move to the next question by Anas. What programming language prefer to mechanical engineering? Okay, it's a very good question, Anas, but again, it depends want to exactly be being done. Okay, so if it is web based, so then different programming languages are there. Okay, we have other languages. If it is on the data side, we have R, we have Python, we have Java. Sorry, other languages. Java is for internet, and even Python is being getting used there. Okay, so there are different sets of languages which are there. Okay, but again, depends upon your expertise, what project you want to do. Based on that, one has to recommend that. You can just Google it, you will find many. Okay. Abu Talha asked, being as a college student, how to manage time and with learning new skills. However, we are having lots of college stuff to do. Talha, first thing I'll tell you is what you consider as lots is very, very minimum. Is very minimum. I'm telling you. Okay, you like it or don't like it, but at this point of time, we need to have 18 hours working or 20 hours working in a day. Okay, only then we will meet the demands of the industry. Okay, so please find out time. Okay, you do a proper time management as to how much time you need to give for college, how you should do your smart studies. Okay, how to brush up with do your revisions with the current subjects and all. But at the same time, dedicate some time to acquire new skills. Like for me, if you ask me, during this pandemic, I have registered for more than 20 courses. There are 6 courses which I have completed. Okay, only 6 I have completed, I got the certificate for. But other many courses I have joined, I have started, I have completed some, I have not given the test and got the certificate. Okay, but this is what even I am upgrading myself at the age of 43. At the age of 43. Okay, so we have to find time. I don't have time. For me, Sundays are no more are considered to be as holidays. I have forgotten Sunday is a holiday for me. Okay, this Sunday, out of full Sunday, I think more than 6 hours I was in over the calls with one of my client and their employees. More than 6 hours. Okay, apart from my work on the laptop. So industry is so challenging, so demanding. We have to do this time management. How to do time management? You have to attend my session from time management, or whenever AMP is doing a session on time management, you have to attend that. Unfortunately, I cannot answer it here. Okay, but this is what we have to do. We don't have a choice. Okay, Talha, we don't have a choice. If you want to succeed, see, if you talk about the richest person, whoever you consider, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, okay, Warren Buffett, whomever you consider as the richest person, even he or she has the same 24 hours. Somebody who you consider as the most failed person on this earth, even he has got 24 hours. So what we do in this 24 hours makes us rich or poor. If you want to be rich, do like rich people. Rich people never watch television. They always read newspaper. Okay, so find out those commonalities between rich people. What do they do? Okay, all this college stuff and all is all our excuses. Either we bring results or we bring excuses. So what are we bringing? College stuff is an excuse. This will not bring us result. What brings us result? Consciously work on that side. Future of aerospace engineering in India. Future of aerospace engineering in India cannot be gauged. It is because always aerospace is something globally. Okay, aerospace is always been looked upon segment. And to tell you the fact, we have huge demand but less supply in aerospace. Even today across the globe, there is huge demand for aerospace jobs. Okay, but we don't have people who are enough knowledge, enough skilled about this particular industry. Okay, initially, when the pandemic started, suddenly the aerospace industry almost went on till zero. Okay, because this industry was always booming, always increasing. Okay, this was the first time it retarded and it almost came to zero. Okay, all the flights on the earth were on the ground. At a time, at any given point of time, there are 10,000 flights which are flying. Minimum is 7,000 flights. Okay, so this industry saw biggest negative part of their industry. But to tell you the fact, now the aerospace industry, travel industry, hotel industry all together have started a campaign called as they called as revenge tourism. Okay, revenge tourism they have started. So what they're doing, they're encouraging more to travel people now. Okay, so suddenly they have seen, like, once it was declined, before the decline, it has come, like, if you compare before the decline, now it is more 30% more than that. So aerospace engineering has got enough scope. The demand is more, the supply is less. If you can do a particular, like, many such courses which are there, or in fact, your own engineering degree will also be enough. Okay, it can take you to, like, bigger place. But be ready to work anywhere in the world. Okay, be ready to work anywhere in the world, because aerospace engineering demands to work, okay, in various countries, various locations. Noman asks a question: for becoming a design engineer, by which skill should I start first with? See, designing is all about creativity. If you have more of a creativity, if you have a problem solving attitude, you can be good in designing. Okay, if you ask me, I am a very good problem solver when it comes to human being, consulting, life coaching, business coaching, leadership coaching, okay, career counseling, training. These all I do. Okay, but I cannot do designing. I have some of the apps which I can create a marketing flyer for myself, but my creativity will not let me go up there. Okay, so first of all, you gauge on yourself. There are certain, like, online tests you can go and see, like, search free online test to know what skills you have. So go and search that, whether do you have design, you have creativity, you have like, problem solving attitude. So only those people will succeed there. Okay, but if you don't have, if you have half also, you can develop that. You are still at your learning stage, your learning is high now. Okay, you can, like, do some courses which are there for that. In the engineering side, you have CAD CAM, you have Rebate. Okay, so all such, whatever the courses you have, you can think of those courses. Okay, and then get into those courses, and which will help you to do designing. Okay, Mohammad Nazir asked me, I want to build my career in HVAC. So what would be the supporting skills and helpful for this branch? See, HVAC normal course will not be enough again. Okay, here I'm advising you to again develop on your soft skill side. Okay, because interacting with the clients, and your map which you're going to make and give it to the constructing the engineer or the company. Okay, so for them that map is very important. The map must communicate. Okay, so those skills are again important. Okay, so HVAC, many courses are available in the market. You can take any course. The skills already, what your mechanical engineering is your base, your HVAC is an additional, like, topping. Okay, and any specialized course on any of those special technologies, that's more than enough for you. Salman is asking, what about the future of solar energy? As I told you about electric vehicles, similarly with solar energy also will have one of those, like, space. Okay, but it cannot replace all the other energies. People will use all energies in different proportions in different points in different countries. Okay, Faraz Alam is asking a question: is there any skill required in the field of production and industrial engineering? So production and industrial engineering, you have selected. There are certain skills there you already have. Okay, but you have to build on that, number one. Okay, number two, again, the soft skills, which in the T diagram which I have shown you. Okay, that where we have to work for. Future of digital marketing, yes, Rehan, that is happening. In future, everything is digital marketing only. Okay, very soon, I think India will itself will be touching around 22% of products being purchased online. Okay, whatever products are being sold in the market is limited to 78% now, and India is purchasing 22 times digitally. By 2030, this is expected to reach 39%, if I remember it right. Okay, by 2030, 29% of the times Indian will buy online products. Okay, so for these things, the digital marketing holds a lot of importance. Okay, that is why you must be seeing, if you go to any website, there's a chatbot which pops up and asks you to, like, enter your details. Or if you are, like, browsing your Facebook, suddenly you will get some ad. Okay, and that ad will, like, is trying to sell you something. So all these things are because of the digital marketing. They are designing these campaigns and throwing the, like, advertisement to you. We have got enough good future for digital marketing. I know a couple of digital consultants alone, individually, if they're working, they are making money anything between, I think, per month, more than 3 to 5 lakhs. More than 3 to 5 lakhs. Definitely, they have got clients from abroad also. But what I'm trying to tell is, because for digital marketing, again, the geography is not a limit. Okay, you can sit anywhere, you can work anywhere. In fact, my sisters, if somebody are listening here, this is one of the good jobs. Sitting at your home, you can do it. Okay, sitting at your home, you can do it. Okay, very few companies want you to work from their office, but most of the companies, till the time you market their product sitting at your place and sell, make them sell, generate the leads for them, that is enough. Okay, so future of digital marketing, I can say, is happening. Okay, but we require those right skills and right, actually your own competency should be there, that you match and you work there. Apart from BTech degree, what more is required to pursue in aerospace engineering? Definitely the aerospace, aero related engineering courses. There are some high end courses which are like, coming up. I'm falling short of uh, those terminologies now. Okay, for now I don't have it, but if you can be in touch with Aisha here, in if I can pull it down from my resource and I can share it with you, okay, I would love to share it. But for now, sorry, I'm unable to recall that. Okay, remembering so many technologies is beyond my capacity. Okay, yes, but definitely it is there. I had guided one of the person for my career counseling. I had researched and just passed on the information, cut, copy, paste. Okay, but give me some time, allow me some time to share it if possible, Rian. Okay, uh, we are done with questions, or any other question, Aisha?
Yes, sir. In chat box, somebody has written, if I want to go for masters, which course is best for me?
Masters again, as I told you, any course will be not like, we cannot say any which one course is good for all. Okay, you have to think first of all which side you want to make your career. Okay, because master is nothing but knowing more and more about few things. Okay, so you I suggest you get help of some career counselor, and do a psychometric test for yourself and understand which side you can make your career better. And based on that, you select like, a particular field. Like for example, let's say there are two type of people. I don't know which you are. One is an introvert person, one is an extrovert person. Introvert person doesn't want to mingle with people, talk to people. Okay, whereas an extrovert person wants to meet the new people, talk to new people and all. Now we all are done mechanical engineering. Okay, but a person who is getting onto the designing side, even if he's introvert, is okay. Okay, it's okay, because for him the designing, what problem solving, what creativity he shows is important. Okay, but for the other person, somebody who is going on the client side and is a manager for like, handling the clients, who is a mechanical engineer, at the same time he needs to have an MBA degree, or like, some communication expertise. Okay, so then he's interacting with the clients, understanding the requirements of the clients and throwing it back to the designers, and designers develop design and give it to the production team manufacturers, and this guy goes and deliver it to the clients. Okay, so this guy must be an extrovert guy, the other guy must be an introvert. Okay, so like this, to decide on the master side, till the time we have come for graduation without any psychometric test is okay, but now better to take help of a career counselor, a psychometric test, and if they can help you to decide, like, help you to this one, and then we can think which course are there and which side you have to go, and what master's degree you should do, or even a certification would help. Okay, so that would be the right way of suggesting. Other, like, you're asking a doctor, like, sir, whether I should go for these medicines or not. I cannot prescribe the medicines till the time I see your X-ray, lab test, or MRI and all. Okay, but a couple of them are booming, like, on the Internet of Things side. Mechanical engineering and Internet of Things is a happening, like this one sector. Mechanical engineering and renewable resources. Okay, like we talk about electrical and solar-based things. Okay, again, this is also increasing. So these are the things what you can definitely offer, but there are many which can be untapped, or which is the right one for you. I cannot tell it just like that. Okay, I hope I made it clear. Any other questions, Aisha?
No, sir. We have covered all of our questions. Alhamdulillah. That's really great. Now, I would like to thank our trainer. Thank you, Mr. Zamir, for an enlightening and entertaining presentation on 21st century job skills. MashaAllah. The session was really great and the points were out of the box. I appreciated your lecture and felt as if you were speaking directly to me. And as I can see their presentations, I saw that how much effort you have put in creating such a wonderful presentation, sir, mashallah. And in fact, I felt that so many points I have noted for my own self, and I can say that yes, they are going to help me a lot in my future. Alhamdulillah. Okay, thank you everyone for being with us. I
Sorry,
appreciate your
Aisha,
presence
Aisha,
here.
just one sec. Aisha, do you have a feedback link? You have shared the feedback link here?
No, sir. Actually, I don't have it as of now, but I will share it with the concerned teachers of the department. They will share it and they will get the feedback. And also students, as you were asking certain questions about time management, and maybe you all maybe some of you may be curious on some other topics of communication or personality development or any other program. So I will request you to please contact your teachers, Mr. Mahmood Alam, Mr. Muhammad Anas, that if they want some other session on some other topic, there are so many. So we can arrange another session for you related, which will be entirely depending on that topic, like time management or personality development or any. It can be anyone. Okay. So with this, I would like to wind up the session. We'll have a short dua, inshallah, and then we will wind up the session. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa ashhadu an la ilaha anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayka. O Allah, you are pure. I praise you and testify there is none worthy of worship besides you. I seek forgiveness and pardon from you. If there was a good talk in the gathering, I pray you accept it. And if there was a futile and vain talk, then please forgive us. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm ending the session over here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.